Good morning. This is your 8:15 daily operations weather briefing, starting off once again with sunny conditions out there this morning, expecting a fairly similar repeat to what we saw around the area yesterday. Another nice and seasonable weather day ahead of us today. Just a low-end chance of a light sprinkle popping up later in the afternoon along the sea breeze, but otherwise quiet conditions and nice conditions as we continue through the end of the week. If we take a look at the current surface analysis, high pressure is still in control over the northeastern part of the country, and that will remain in control as we move through the end of the work week, and then we'll see this frontal system tracking north of the region as we move into the weekend. That's going to bring a boundary, possibly bringing some rain chances as we get towards the mainly second half of the weekend. That's our next precip chances. But if we look at current conditions, as of 8 a.m. this morning, seeing just a few clouds around 1,500 feet. Winds out of the northwest at 5 knots, temperature at 73 degrees, and our relative humidity is at 84%. Take a look at our current visible satellite. We could see just a few clouds around the area, but overall mostly clear skies. But we do have this kind of hazy cloud cover with the upper level smoke moving through the area, expecting it to stick around as we move through the day with that smoke coming from those fires up in Canada, but overall expecting plenty of sun as we move through the day today. If we look at the short-term high-resolution model, again, similar to what we saw yesterday, we'll see dry conditions as we move through the morning hours and weak northerly wind, and then as we get into the afternoon with some surface heating, we'll see that sea breeze start to kick on inshore, and along that we'll start to see a cloud field develop during the afternoon time frame. And as you can see here, the model indicating some light reflectivity values around the area, so do have that very low end chance, similar to what was around the area yesterday, just looking at maybe a light sprinkle, possibly a light shower, but again, most of that should be pushed to our west with the boundary, or the sea breeze boundary pushing it on it that way. Otherwise, as we go into the evening time frame, we'll continue to see dry conditions after the sun starts to set, and we'll see fairly clear skies with just a few high clouds building into the area, and we'll see once again a slight chance of some patchy mist around as we start the day on Friday. Friday looks to be fairly similar. We'll see more of a southerly component to the wind as we move through the day, but not expecting any kind of precipitation or lightning activity. Very low end, I guess, a pop-up light sprinkle, but overall should stay dry as we move through the end of the work week with another fairly nice and seasonable day for Friday. And as we go overnight Saturday and overnight Friday into the day on Saturday, we'll see some increase in clouds as that frontal system starts to approach the region and track north of our local area. But overall, the trend has been down for a drier day on Saturday. We may escape any precipitation as we move through the day on Saturday, but we'll keep just a slight chance around, mainly during the later portion of the day, as you can see some of this activity approaching the region as we get into the afternoon time frame. So the trend is in the right direction for keeping things drier on Saturday. If we look at our 24-hour weather risk chart for today, expecting green conditions over the next 24 hours, we'll see our temperatures climbing up to around 84 degrees. And again, our winds shifting from a more northerly direction at around 5 to 10 knots to a more southeasterly direction with that sea breeze around 5 to 10 knots as we get later in the afternoon, and that slight chance of a pop-up sprinkle as we get past the 1400 local time frame, and that will linger around until about the 1800 local time frame before that starts to become unlikely, and then we start to see some reduction in that surface heating. As we move through the evening, we'll see those winds lightening up, becoming a bit more subtly, and then light and variable as they move through the morning hours of Friday. Our temperature will cool down to around 67 degrees. And again, just seeing some high clouds around through the overnight time frame, and chance for some patchy mist around as we get just before the sunrise time frame. But right now, tides are running normal. If we look at the next couple of days, another repeat for the day on Friday with partly cloudy conditions. We'll see a slight breeze out of the south through the day, but nothing too significant. Seeing a slightly warmer day with a high around 85 degrees with green conditions expected for our weather risk. That continues into Friday evening. That's when we'll see those increasing clouds overnight, becoming mostly cloudy by the start of the day on Saturday, and a slight chance for some patchy mist around before sunrise on Saturday, but a slightly warmer low around 70 degrees. And then as we get into Saturday, during the daytime hours, we'll see mostly cloudy conditions through the daytime. We will see some slightly breezy conditions. Right now, it looks like we may stay just below that wind advisory criteria, still keeping green conditions for those winds at or above 25 knots, but could see that start to increase as we get some the latest data in. But otherwise, do have a yellow risk for precip with just a slight chance of maybe seeing a rain shower through the area, mainly during the afternoon, but better chance coming as we get later past this time period and into the overnight time period. That's when we'll see our better chance. But just looking at a yellow risk at this time, and we'll see a fairly seasonable day with a high around 83 degrees. That's going to wrap up the 8:15 daily operations weather briefing. We'll be back again at 10 a.m. to take a look at the extended forecast. Enjoy your morning.